Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos. I'm going to start this project off with this frame that I got at Dollar Tree. And I'm going to pop off the back and pop out the glass. Then I'm going to take these large craft sticks and I'm going to lay them in to get the size of the inside of the frame. And then I'm just going to take a pencil and mark off my lines where I want to cut them. And then I am going to cut them with my cutters. These are called miter shears and I got them at Home Depot or Lowe's. Both of them have them. Now I'm just going to cut them all down to size and make sure that they fit perfectly inside of my frame. So now that I have them all cut, make sure that they all fit. And then I am going to start painting these white. I also am going to paint this egg from a Dollar Tree white as well. I put some spackling in the hole that was in the egg and let that dry and then sanded it off before I painted it. And I'm just doing the top halves first so that I have some place to hold it, and then I'll finish the other half once the top half is dry. And then, like I said, I'm going to paint that egg with the same white paint. And once I have those all painted, I am going to take some celery green paint, and it's chalk paint by Waverly, and I'm going to paint the frame that color. Make sure I get the bottom half of that egg. And then this is going to be the celery green color. And I'm going to do the whole frame. I even did the back. And making sure that I get in between all of that beading. And I did 2 coats on the frame. So once that is all painted and everything is dry, I'm going to put these little sticks back into the frame. And I'm just going to line them up, make sure that they all fit again. And then I'm going to pull them out one by one and start gluing them down. Get them exactly where I want them. And I'm going to use my little Cricut tool to pop each one out. And then I'm going to lay it back in. And if you don't have any of the craft sticks, you could always just use some scrapbook paper and put it right directly onto the glass of the frame and use that as your background instead. It's totally up to you. I really wanted the rustic look, so I really wanted to go for using the craft sticks. And then now I'm going to do my final one, just making sure that it fit in there where I wanted it and I didn't go over too far with that other one. Just running a bead of glue around the side and the top and the bottom. And then push that in. And look how cute that looks. Then I'm just going to put the backing back on the frame. And once I have that all done, I'm going to take my egg and I'm going to take this napkin. I pulled it down to 1 ply. Figure out where I want my bunny to be. And then I'm just going to apply some Mod Podge to the egg. And then I'm going to lay my napkin right on top of that. And then just smooth it out with my hands. And then I'm just going to let that dry just as it is. Once that was all dry, I'm just going to take my little sander here and just sand off all of the excess. And then I'm going to take my sander and sand down the frame as well. So I'm just going to sand all of that beading along all the edges, making sure that I get in all the little nooks and crannies. And I'm even going to go over some of the white on the front. And I just really wanted this to have a nice rustic look. So I'm just going to pull some of that paint back off. And once I have that all sanded, I am going to take some of my antique wax and I'm going to go around my egg with it. And just a little bit on the egg. I don't want to take away from the bunny at all. And then I'm just going to wax the frame as well. So I went around the edges, over the top of all the beading, inside the edges of the center of the frame, and just keep going around till I got it how I wanted it and the darkness that I wanted. And then once I have it all antique waxed, then I'm just going to take a baby wipe and kind of wipe off the excess that I was on there. I don't want it too incredibly dark. So I just took that baby wipe and just kind of wiped off some of it just so it wasn't so dark. Once I had that all done and it was the colors that I wanted, I am going to take and glue my egg down to the center of the frame, making sure that it was even. And look at how cute it is. Then I took a bunch of raffia and I just made a simple little bow. I'm going to glue that right to the top of the egg. And then I'm going to cut off the excess. I was going to leave the excess a little bit long, but it took away from the bunny too much and it kind of covered it and I didn't like that. So I ended up cutting it a lot shorter. I kind of went in small pieces just to see where I liked it and how it laid. And then I ended up cutting it again. I just really didn't want to take away from the bunny because I thought the bunny was so cute. Such an easy and cute project. I love the simplicity of it and I absolutely love all the colors. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it inspires you to make one. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss a new video.